Hey YouTubers, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to do a video on my urban Get Home bag. So this was kind of designed, because I live in the city and oftentimes I'm traveling to work, which is, about 15 miles away from my apartment, or I could be going, to some other place across town. I could need to walk to my parents' house potentially. They live about 30 miles away. So yeah, this bag was kind of designed, for that purpose. So yeah, without more, let's jump right in and I'll show you guys some of the items that I thought were necessary. In the first pouch, this is a JanSport 2-layer 33. It's a pretty nice bag. It was about $65 on eBay. And I've tested it. I've walked about 20 miles with the pack on. It was pretty comfortable. I think it's a pretty well-rounded pack. In the future, I might look into some other options, but it's not something you're going to wear every day. It's good enough to just toss in your trunk and keep when you need it. I think it's a pretty good, effective pack for that. Alright, so yeah, the first thing in here is just a pair of gloves. I got them online. They were like $5 or $6. They're good if you have to move some debris or touch some glass or something like that. They stop you from cutting your fingers. A couple of these bungee cords in case I have to lash something additional onto the outside of my pack or something like that. They should do a pretty good job. A couple of these N95 masks. I do work in a building, and in case there was maybe a fire or there was some debris and a lot of particles in the air or something, I think these would do a pretty good job of keeping my lungs and my nose safe from inhaling too many bad particles. Got a little poncho. This was $1. Got it at Dollar Tree. It's a pretty good deal. Little carabiner. Got a compass in here as well. I think I got this at Walmart. It was about $4. Looks pretty accurate. Tested it against a couple of my other compasses as well, and to check out. So that's everything for the first outside pocket. Moving on in here, this little mesh pouch on top. I keep some contacts in here, a little diffuser for my light, a roll of chapstick, a little radio. I think they shipped it from China or something like that. It was like $4. It's good, in case you need to listen to the news or something like that and you're on the go. It's not the best sounding quality radio, but you can tune into the the weather alert or the local news or something to find out what's going on. Some headphones for that as well. Keep a bit of pepper spray attached to this. It's not the best stuff, but I'd rather have it than not have it, and it's pretty easy to get to in case I need to ward off somebody or something like that. I haven't tested it myself, but I imagine that the effects are not too fun to deal with. Moving on in here, I keep hand warmers. These are just a 7-hour kind. I have 2 in here. I assume that if I do need to walk somewhere, it wouldn't take me more than 2 nights, so I have a pair of these for that. Some web wipes in here. Good to keep sanitary. Got a Right in the Rain pad I keep here. Also, there's a pen pocket in here. Keep a couple different pens in here. There's a Sharpie. One of these space type pens for all weather. It works really well. And just a normal ballpoint pen. Some glow sticks in here. These I really like. They're pretty bright. These are by Mayday. I think they're like $1 a piece. You know, you could use them to light up a small space, or you know, if your car broke down and you needed, you know, some extra visibility, you can put these on the road. Got this mini pry bar. That's pretty strong. I think you could, you know, maybe open a car door or an elevator door, perhaps, if I really needed it to. This is a Smith & Wesson rescue knife. It's pretty cheap, maybe 15 bucks on eBay. It's cool because it has one of these seatbelt cutters on the side, and also a glass breaking tip. So it's pretty handy to have. Sharp blade as well. Keep a flashlight in here. This is a night core. I think it's about 300 lumens. It's pretty bright. Runs on 2 AA batteries. It's not my primary flashlight. I'll show you guys that in a second. But yeah, it's good to have as a backup. Got some sunscreen in here. In case you're walking far, you know, and you're not used to it, you might want to protect your skin, because you know, sleeping with a sunburn is awful, so you won't have to deal with that. Also, I keep a Leatherman Wingman in here. It's a pretty good multi-tool. It's really sturdy. Got a nice pair of pliers. You can cut some wire in here if you need to. There's a couple other things on here. There's a good blade. It's pretty decent. So yeah, pretty happy with this thing. It's a bit heavy, but you know, it's good to have. I think that's everything, yeah, for the first pockets. I should have started with this actually, but let's move to the side of the bag. Keep one of these waterproof 2-liter bags here. It's pretty durable. I could use it for carrying water if I absolutely needed to. But most likely, you know, if I found, you know, a bit of food or something that I wanted to carry with me, I could just open this thing up, you know, toss it in, show you guys what it looks like real quick. Yeah, just unfolds, decent amount of space in there, seal it up and, you know, keep some stuff in there. Alright, moving on. This is the first smaller of the 2 main compartments. This is pretty cool. So in here I keep some personal stuff and also a cool charger that I'll show you guys in a second. Oh. Yeah, so in here in the first pouch I do keep a decent amount of cash. It's probably about 300 bucks in here. You know, it's really good to have some money if you need it, and you never know what's going to come up and how desperate you're going to be, and having some cash could probably sway, you know, things in your favor if you absolutely needed some money. I do have a couple quarters in here as well. Good to have in case you need to use the payphone, something like that. This thing is kind of bulky, but it's really cool. So it's a portable USB charger, and I also have the adapters for it as well that I keep in here. This thing can charge my phone about 6 times, and it's a Samsung Galaxy S4, so it's a pretty beefy phone. Yeah, this is great to have around, and it's got 2 USB ports on it. You know, in case you want to charge somebody else's phone. I have adapters in here for the new iPhone, the old iPhone, micro USB. So pretty much anybody else who might need to charge their phone I can cover as well. And this thing was it's about 15 bucks on eBay. It's a bit heavy, but I think it's really worth it to have it. Also in here, I just keep a copy of my passport, driver's license. I'm going to show you guys, but yeah, it's good to have in here. So that's everything for this pouch. Also in this first flap, I keep 2 of these Altoids tins. So this one just has batteries. There's 4 AA's in here, 4 AAA's, and 3 of the CR123 batteries as well. So You know, it's not too many batteries, but it's enough to last me, you know, 2 or 3 days if I needed it. I'd have all the power I could want. Also, yeah, sorry, I forgot. This is the my mini fire kit. Take this apart real quick. I keep it wrapped in these Ranger bands, and also in a double. There's just a single plastic bag. Keeps it pretty watertight. So yeah, I don't have too much in here. I also sealed the rims with duct tape as an attempt to keep it more secure. But I have some hemp rope. This stuff catches pretty well, and I could ball it up if I wanted some tinder. A lighter, some wet fire tinder as well, some matches, and some of these little fuel tabs for those mini stoves. I got 2 of them in here. They're really good for starting fires, and I really like the way they burn. So yeah, that's my fire kit. This pouch I'm a bit disappointed with. I think I could maybe use the space a little more efficiently and perhaps put some smarter stuff in here, but I'll just show you guys what I have so far. Some bug spray, it's good to have. One of these huge 18650 batteries for my Fenix PD35 flashlight, which I'll show you guys in a second. Little Smith's knife sharpener, it's pretty cool. I have one of these USB car chargers in case I need to charge my car, or charge my phone in the car, or if I'm in somebody else's car and I have my bag. This is good to have. I have some hand sanitizer, the SAS Survival guide. It's pretty good tips in there. This is one of those little Zippo fuel canisters. I keep this full of fuel, you know, in case conditions were ever really wet or I really wanted to make a good fire. I just basically would unload this thing onto it, and I think I would get a pretty sweet flame. So I'm going to be testing this out pretty soon. I think it's going to work well. A bit of electrical tape. One of these Bear Grylls fire strikers. This thing works okay. I'm a bit, you know, disappointed that I ever just bought one of these Bear Grylls products, you know, but it does the job. Got some super glue. Let's see, do I have anything in here? Yeah, in here I keep a trash bag, and these are amazing. These are the body warmers. These last for 18 hours, and they just they keep you really, really warm. I think they're great to have. I got one of these water keys, and this is surprisingly heavy, but I think it could be extremely valuable if I ever really needed water. I do keep a couple gallons in my trunk, and I have the capacity to carry about 4 liters on me, but you know, in case that runs out or something happens to my water and I'm desperate, this is really, really useful for being in a city, because nearly every building, you know, has a spot where you can plug in and get some water. Also keep about 10 feet of paracord in here. Moving on to this side of the pack. Let's see. Got some duct tape, some more matches. Keep about 10 zip ties in here. They're pretty useful. It's great to have if you need to make a mini shelter or something like that. You can lash it up with this, and a couple candles in here as well. Alright, done with this. At the bottom, I keep some spare clothes. I was actually in the process of adding a couple of things, so it's not secure, but I keep some underwear, one of these Nike athletic long sleeve shirts, some socks. You always want to have dry socks, and a little cloth in here in case I need to wipe something down. So that's it for the first side. Oh! before I forget, I want to show you guys my Fenix PD35 flashlight. I do keep this on the side. This flashlight is amazing. It's, I think, 5 modes of brightness. This is still pretty light mode. Yeah, this thing, pretty bright. Yeah, this is 960 lumens right here, and I think it can last about an hour. This strength. Yeah, this will get you some good visibility. I'm going to do a video reviewing this pretty soon so you guys can see how nice it is. Yeah, this is just a small version. Alright, anyways. Moving on, I'll go into my top section here. I keep a couple 5-hour energies right here. Good to have. Some sunglasses in here. Got some cool lenses on them. Good if you're walking long distances. And one of these CRKT Doug Ritter little knives. These are really, really well made, and they're pretty sharp. I can shave my arm hair if I really wanted to with this. And that was right out of the box, so yeah, it's a great knife. Lollipop in here, bit of morale, keep going, and a bandana. Alright, moving on to the main section, the last section of this pouch. Should I keep a Shemag up here? There's a lot of uses for this. Keep your neck warm, throw it over yourself if you're really desperate. You can also filter some water with this if you really want to. It's good to remove some of the larger particulates out of it. I don't have it with me, I keep it in my trunk, but I do have a Klean Canteen 40 ounce, which normally would be attached to the side of this thing. If I needed to filter water or boil water, I could use this Shemag to kind of get out some of the bigger particles, things like that. Moving on. This isn't too exciting, it's just kind of a med kit. Keep a couple basic things in here, a toothbrush, some powder, some Vaseline, some tissues, good for starting a fire maybe. And just a bag with some assorted bandages, some gauze, some antiseptic wipes, things like that. Some pills, some burn cream, some anti-itch stuff, some tweezers, ankle wrap, got some moleskin in here too. I won't go too in detail into that. I think I could use a couple things here, especially thinking about maybe getting one of those quick clot kits, something like that. Make it more substantial and be able to help with more situations. But this really could come in handy. Moving on in here, I keep about a day and a half's worth of food in here. There's some Cliff Bars, there's beef jerky, there's some peanuts in here. Got some water tabs. Keep one of these kind of water pouch things, sort of like a platypus. It's just not the name brand, but holds water pretty well. Keep a LifeStraw in here too. I'm sure you guys have seen these around, but yeah, they're really great to have. Quite a bit of green tea powder. If you want to flavor up your water a little bit to disguise the taste of some kind of chlorinated water or something like that, you can use that. In my car, I also do keep another about 3 days worth of food. So depending on how far I'm going to have to walk, I have some space in here where I can add some more Cliff Bars, some more beef jerky, a couple other things like that, if I really need it. Moving on to the last pouch. This is where I sort of keep my shelter stuff. So I have one of these emergency shelter kits. Most likely probably wouldn't set up a shelter. I would more use it as a survival blanket. But there's a lot of uses for this thing. It's pretty cool. I think it's a good tool to have. This is great. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's an inflatable pillow. I haven't tried it out yet, but hopefully it'll last me a couple nights. I'm not sure how well made it is, but Alright guys, so the last thing that's in here is this Camelback type water carrier. It's pretty cool. It's about 2 liters, and yeah, it holds a decent amount of water, and I can weave it through the top section up here if I want to drink and walk at the same time. So yeah, that's about everything. If you guys have some good ideas for me on what I can include, I would really appreciate it. I know that there's a couple of things lacking here and there, but overall I think it's pretty comprehensive, and you know, if I did have to walk you know, a decent amount of way through the city and spend a night or two out on the streets, I think I would be pretty comfortable. So yeah, thanks for watching.